talking about what customers want, has the economic downturn over the last 2 years been good for Ann Summers in the sense that people are looking for cheap entertainment, and potentially at home with some of your products could be a good way of attaining that entertainment?
Well, I mean, it's been good in the sense that, when people are feeling down, they want something to lift their spirits.
Yeah.
But, of course it's been challenging. It's, particularly for retail, it's, it's challenging for everybody. But we're very fortunate, we're very unique. We've seen opportunities at this time as well. So I think, opportunities in, we've opened more stores, we've expanded further because there's been good deals to have. I think there's opportunities to negotiate when times are difficult. We're pleased with our performance. I mean, we're doing better than last year. We're probably not doing as well as our ambitions would have been a few years ago, but, we're still in a place a lot of retailers would like to be.
Absolutely, and you're expanding, doing very, very well on that. So what advice would you give to other CEOs or people running businesses during an economic downturn that maybe don't have the same products and services that lend themselves so well to a downturn like
Well,
this?
the two key things that we did was, first of all, was to introduce a cost-conscious culture within our business, just to eliminate any wastage at any level. And the teams have really bought into that, and I think that's critical. The second thing that we did is we invested in our strategy. A lot of companies may have thought, no, let's wait till we get out of this, when we can afford to invest $500,000 or whatever it might cost. But for us, we actually felt that was the right time to do it, and I'm really glad we did. And just, carry on being the best at what we do. So those would be my three key things.
Yeah. Exactly. So being bold, but also being practical about reducing costs. So you're quite a master at reducing costs in economic downturn.
There is a bit of a theme.
There is a bit of a theme, isn't there? I know. I'm just picking up on this. And also during your time at Knickerbox, you did. So any advice on how to cut costs well, but without having a massive impact on morale? Because you've cut costs, but you've also got an amazing morale in your workforce. So
yes, it's true. We do have a cost-conscious culture. I think, first of all, you have to get your teams to buy into that. And we have a cost-conscious team that, helps us achieve that. I think if everybody buys into it, everybody's on board. I mean, it's true, we've always run a very tight ship. But everybody feels part of that decision-making. And I think, they know times are difficult. Staff understand that times are difficult. As a result, we've had to make very few redundancies. In fact, any redundancies that we make is not as a result of the climate. It's more as a result of change in structure or whatever. So it's been minimal. I mean, we can only do that if we have everybody on side. And it's about priorities as well. I think it's when you put your strategy together, it's about what costs are going to drive sales as opposed to the nice to haves. It really is about priorities.
Yeah, don't cut all costs. The ones with return on investment are good, presumably. Because we've interviewed a lot of CEOs on leaders in business so far, and it seems like they all have that belief you've got to be transparent in all your communications, particularly with employees, and not trying to hide things in downturns as well.
Do you know, years ago when I first started, there was a different culture. The feeling was that you keep things close to your chest and you don't share. But I totally buy into the transparency. I think it's absolutely vital. It stops people speculating. Staff feel they can trust you. You feel part of the family. Everybody feels as one. In fact, one of the things that we've done over the last few years to facilitate that is that every month we have an all-comers meeting in our reception, which is a very large reception, but we invite all of the staff from all of the departments, most of which come along, and they hear about what the figures have been doing, what our new initiatives are. So we keep them completely involved at high level, so that they don't feel that we're keeping anything from them. So they hear about the challenges, they hear about the fun stuff, the exciting opportunities, and I think that's worked very well.
Yeah. How do you make sure you keep momentum? Because you've obviously had so much success, but how do you make sure that the company doesn't get complacent in terms of, we've had the success, how do you keep the drive going forward?
I think, keeping that drive going forward really comes from the top. Yeah. I've got a great team of people, a team that has admittedly evolved over the years, but I feel we've got the best board that we've ever had. And it's very important to then cascade everything down. In fact, we've just updated our brand values. That's very key to our business, because it could easily be misinterpreted. But it's been very key. We've put it on DVD. We're holding cascade meetings, so that everybody throughout the business understands what this new initiative is. And you want your teams to live and breathe, what you're excited about.